It's 8:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. A 97-year-old redhead man is facing domestic assault charges after allegedly pushing his wife to the ground during an argument. The 80-year-old woman suffered fractures to her leg and neck following the incident in Curl Street last night. Chief Inspector Dean Olsen says investigations led to the arrest of the elderly man.
Police have commenced an investigation up at the John Hunter Hospital, interviewing the 80-year-old woman. Police have attended an address in Redhead where they've arrested a 97-year-old man and taken him to Belmont Police Station. The 97-year-old was charged with assault occasioning grievous bodily harm and will appear in court at Belmont in July.
Hunter coal miners employed by Glencore are not ruling out further industrial action. More than 1,000 staff are heading back to work this morning following two 48-hour strikes over the past week over moves by the company to put workers on casual contracts. The CFMEU says it's a threat to job security. Glencore says they've offered workers a pay rise as part of negotiations over a new workplace agreement. The state government is heading to Singleton today to hold a community cabinet meeting on a range of issues in the local area. Key to the discussion is the distribution of funds for the Resources for Regions program, the status of the Singleton bypass and the government's response to the flying fox population. Mayor Sue Moore says this is a great opportunity for both the community and council.
Being able to have the ministers on the ground and see the issues themselves and hear from the community members themselves is essentially the most valuable part of Thursday. The council can say as much as we like what these issues are, but there's nothing like hearing from the people on the ground.
The Newcastle Greens have voted to defer selection of candidates for the upcoming council election to allow lawyers to iron out an unusual clause in their constitution. The so-called no support clause says candidates can be wiped off the ballot paper if they record 25% or more of no votes in a pre-selection ballot. This happened to Councillor Therese Doyle recently, even though she polled 60% of the pre-selection vote as the party's Lord Mayoral candidate. After being personally affected by breast cancer, Rayworth resident Linda Bullant is encouraging Hunter residents to get involved in her Cruisin' for a Cure event on the 1st of July. Described as an amazing race without the race, the Cruisin' for a Cause event will raise money for breast cancer research. Linda Bullant has already raised $26,000 but hopes to take the sum to $30,000.
Please, people, if you feel that you can bear that weekend, we'd love to have you on the Cruising for a Cause. We'd love to see as many people as possible. So Sticky Tickets is the way to purchase the tickets. For just general inquiries, they're most welcome to just call me on 4933 750.
Regional broadcaster Win is keeping a close eye on the 10 network and its Hunter operations after it was forced into voluntary administration. The affiliate programming partner recently acquired the northern New South Wales business from Southern Cross Austereo in a bid to keep free-to-air broadcasting alive in regional Australia. At this stage, Win says it'll be business as usual with no changes to programming.
Sport for our sponsor PRD Nationwide East Maitland.
The Knights are making the most of this weekend's bye, with the side using the opportunity to get a jump on their opposition. Coach Nathan Brown has been holding bruising training sessions to keep the boys sharp, ready for next week's date with St George Illawarra. Hooker Danny Levi says the boys are happy to make the most of the week while they can.
Hopefully we can get better in the bye. We don't want to waste the week, so there's a lot of improvement we can do, so hopefully we can do some on the bye week.
Newcastle horse trainer Chris Lees believes that his gelding Clearly Innocent is worthy of a spot in this year's inaugural Everest race. A $10 million event, the Everest is the richest sprinting race in the world, but comes at a $600,000 entry fee. Lees is hoping an investor will come to the party for a start, with all 12 spots still yet to be dedicated to a runner. And Maitland Blacks coach Ryan McCormick believes the club has the find of the year in Travis Brook. The Blacks sit third on the Newcastle Hunter rugby table, thanks in part to the hulking back rower. McCormick says Brook is one of the best line-out jumpers in the competition. Maitland travelled to Walters Park to take on Lake Macquarie this weekend. And the winning numbers in Wednesday Lotto are 30, 25, 45, 22, 39 and 44, and the supplementaries are 31 and 43. 2NURFM News Time, 26 to 9.